You are not afraid of failure. You are afraid of living now. So you keep postponing your life under beautiful names: responsibility, discipline, preparation, patience, sacrifice, and eventually you call all of it later. But later is the largest graveyard of unlived lives. There is something strange about the way we live. No one wakes up and decides to waste their life. No one says, "Today I will miss the years that matter most." And it happens much more quietly than that. A small delay, a reasonable excuse, a promise you make to yourself. Just a little longer, just one more goal, just one more year, then life will finally begin. And for a while, that sounds reasonable. Many people spend their entire youth waiting for the moment they can finally start living. They believe they are building a future, but often they are trading away the present. After I make enough money, after I get promoted, after I buy the house, after I pay off the debt, after the kids grow up, after things settle down, after. But life has a cruel habit. Things never really settle down. There is always another responsibility, another deadline, another problem, another goal. So today gets exchanged for another tomorrow. And tomorrow arrives only to become another tomorrow. Year after year, without noticing. Maybe you know this feeling. You are busy, but not fulfilled. You are moving, but not arriving. You are accomplishing things, yet something inside you feels increasingly distant, not broken, not lost, just far away. Like a voice you used to hear clearly, but haven't heard in a very long time. Then one day a question appears, quietly, unexpectedly. Am I living, or am I only preparing to live? That was the moment I realized something unsettling. Maybe we are not postponing life. Maybe this is life. And that is the frightening part. Because we spend years imagining that real life is waiting somewhere ahead. A better season, a better version of ourselves, a better set of circumstances. But what if it isn't? What if life is not ahead of you? What if it is happening now? In an ordinary morning, at a simple dinner table, in a conversation you are rushing to end, or in those brief moments when late afternoon sunlight moves across a room without asking for your attention. Moments so ordinary they hardly seem important, yet somehow those moments become alive, and one day they become a memory. I know this because I lived that way. For years, I thought I was moving forward. I thought I was becoming the person I was supposed to be. More productive, more successful, more accomplished. But somewhere along the way, something strange happened. I stopped asking what kind of life I actually wanted, and started asking what kind of life made sense, what kind of life looked successful, what kind of life other people would approve of. And without realizing it, I slowly became a stranger to myself. Not all at once, little by little, decision by decision, compromise by compromise. Until one day I looked around and saw a life I had spent years building, and yet something felt missing. Not because the life was bad, not because I had failed, but because I could no longer find the person who wanted it. That is the hidden cost of later. It is not just the time you lose, it is the quiet distance that grows between you and yourself. The dreams that never received attention. The questions you stopped asking. The voice inside that knew what mattered and grew quieter with every compromise. Many people believe the greatest tragedy is failure. It isn't. Many believe the greatest tragedy is not getting what you want. It isn't. The greatest tragedy is spending your entire life becoming someone and then realizing you never became yourself. Because one day success arrives, the promotion arrives, the recognition arrives, the things you once wanted finally arrive. And for a moment you feel relief, then silence. Because achievements can answer many questions, but they cannot answer the most important one. Is this truly my life? Or is this simply the life I learned to want? If these words found something inside you, start here. tuantran.net/start- here. The Slow Walker was created for people who have grown tired of chasing a tomorrow that never arrives. A place to slow down, to reflect, to listen again, not to the noise outside, but to the voice you may have ignored for years, the one that remembers who you were before the race began. Maybe you do not need more time, Leda. Maybe you do not need another achievement. Maybe you do not need a completely different life. Maybe you simply need to stop waiting for permission, to stop waiting for someday, to stop waiting for life to begin, because in the end, the highest cost of later is not the years that disappear. It is the person you forgot to become. And perhaps the journey back begins the moment you finally notice.